playoffs. And that was 1983-84, a long time ago for the Chicago Bulls.
The Bulls' winning streak ended on Thursday, but another milestone awaits tonight. Despite injuries, controversy, and talk of next season, the Bulls are just one win away from their 5th 60-win season of the last 8 years. Orlando's playoff hopes were dealt a serious setback in last Sunday's loss at Washington. The Magic rebounded with 2 wins this week before an overtime setback at Boston last night. A date with Jersey could tell all next Friday. If the Magic season doesn't end this week, they'll get a good look at Jordan and the Bulls starting tonight on WGN. It is a beautiful Saturday night in Chicago, in particular on the west side, where the 528th consecutive sellout of Bulls basketball is filing into the United Center to watch the Orlando Magic take on the world champion Chicago Bulls. I would say Michael Jordan getting ready.
Roll. Very nice stuff here. Cover it up.
Cover up your drink.
Yeah. You know what? I got to send. Oh, man.
He got you good this time.
Came sideways that time.
The Bulls lead the series overall. They've won 5 games here in a row at the United Center. I believe their last loss was the first week Michael made his comeback from retirement. Dennis Rodman just about secured the rebounding title. Danny Shea, 16 years in the NBA, his dad a Hall of Famer. Michael Jordan and Chicago's very own Nick Anderson. Anderson on the right for the Orlando Magic. Always enjoys playing against the Bulls. Southwest Airlines overhead camera. The shot high atop the Bulls' head. It'll be Wennington for the Bulls, Shays for the Magic, and we're underway Saturday night at the United Center. Great to have you alongside. Harper and Jordan the backcourt per usual. Pippen, Rodman, Wennington up front. They go down low to Harper against Price. They try to go backdoor, no look to Dennis Rodman, and Dennis not quite expecting that pass.
Well, the first thing they did was they tried to take Mark Price. Harper take him down low, and he got double teamed when he was down there. So this is a guy that's always been a thorn in the side of the Bulls. Mark Price, he'll come across a double screen roll.
Danny Shays from the outside. Harper to Pippen. Bulls have numbers. Wennington pulls up on Shays. Bulls reset the offense. 8 to go on the shot clock. Pippen. A little too strong in that first offering from Scotty. Bo Outlaw the rebound. And here is the aforementioned Mark Price. There's the acceleration into the lane. Dennis Rodman picks it off. Price struggling with injuries these last few years. Pippen on the drive, tried to pitch it back to Harper. Price was there to intercept. Magic and Bo Outlaw erases the advantage with the travel.
Well, Mark Price has been all over now. He gets taken down low on Harper, then he drives, gets knocked out of bounds, comes back, steals the ball, throws it to Outlaw. Outlaw travels with it, and with 10:40 left in the first quarter, we have no score, Wayne. Nothing to report.
Both these teams are pitching shutouts here. Scottie Pippen picked up on a switch by Shays. Pippen gets Bo Outlaw into the air, and he will go to the line. First foul of the ball game. You know, John, last an ugly affair, and it went overtime, and the Magic lost 82-80. Horace Grant was able to get the game tied at the end of regulation on this tip. But Ron Mercer got the win in overtime for Boston on this shot right here. Meanwhile, Scottie Pippen misses a pair at the free throw line here at the United Center. And we're still scoreless almost 2 minutes into this first quarter. Horace Grant to adjust the shot with Pippen running at him. Michael Jordan picks off that ugly carry. Jordan sets up a triangle, reverses to Harper out top. Michael in traffic to the far away.
Well, pitching a shutout with 9:45 to go.
Price feeds Outlaw off the screen. Outlaw backing Rodman. Pippen trying to trigger it loose, knocked out of bounds. Last touch by the Bulls. Yep, it'll belong to.
Now you know what's interesting.
Last touch by the Magic, right? It'll belong to the Bulls.
Bulls. Charles Outlaw and Horace Grant, about the same size. They both wear glasses. One is 54, one is 45.
Harper for three, ring it up. 5-0 Chicago. The outset of this one.
Harper 19% from there, but he gets them unusually.
I know what you're saying, those two guys. From the outside, Nick Anderson off the mark. There's Horace Grant down low. Grant gets it back again and way off. Horace Grant and Bo Outlaw, Red. I guarantee that's going to be a mix-up for one of us tonight.
Yeah. Harper another three.
Not that
over the top. Yeah, I mean, one is 54, one's 45. We're going to get confused on the fouls. They both wear the glasses.
Similar body types, you know.
Although fashionably sharper Horace Grant with the 3 championship rings.
Oh, yeah.
Whereas puce, purple, what is that? I don't know.
Here's Price looking for a screen. Off the ball, Anderson coming through the lane, got bumped, and the foul is called. It's on now, Bill Weddington.
Ron Harper's all alone here as they flip the ball over to him and just laces up the 3, knocks it down. Nice job.
Ron Harper with his 16th three-point field goal of the season. Anderson slicing to the bucket for the jam. The Magic on the board with 8:34 to go in the quarter. Bulls lead by 3. John, as bad as the Magic played in the first quarter in Boston last night, they only trailed by 11 at the end of one quarter after scoring just 8 points. Off the turnover, Anderson tees up a 3, came up way short.
Well, you know, you keep mentioning about that 8 points that they got. The Bulls had tied a career low for the 4th time as you watch Nick Anderson go in and power slam the ball. In Cleveland in the 3rd quarter, they get only 11 points, which they've done 3 other times this year.
Right. Hard to believe a Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen-led team could only score 11 points in a quarter.
Well,
here's Jordan for 3, ring it up. Second tray of the night for the Bulls, and they extend their lead to 6. This is Price, quick release over Wennington. Mark Price playing tonight with a sore left bicep. Did not affect him on that shot.
No.
Pippen gets a screen from Wennington, picked up on a switch by Shays. Rodman goes back toward Jordan at the baseline, and Michael is hot tonight. 7 points in the early going. Remember, he had 18 in the first quarter at Cleveland the other night.
That's right. He was 2 for 11 the rest of the way. Mark Price goes to that left side again and knocks down a jumper.
Chicago's lead is 4. And a timeout coming up for the Bulls. Phil Jackson said before tonight's game that Mark Price gives us fits, and Price leads Orlando with 4 of the 6 Magic points, but the Bulls lead by 4.
Of the Orlando Magic, and in honor of that, they're changing uniforms. No more pinstripes. Sometimes the most disparaged uniforms in all the NBA are going away. They're going to keep the blue, the black, and the silver. They're going to get rid of that star on the pant leg. You know, Wayne and John, they say the biggest complaint against the pinstripe is that the material is uncomfortable. So they got something called dazzle fabric that they're going to make it out of. But of course, the pinstripes are slimming, and that means diets for everybody in the offseason.
It's a tough road to hoe.
You hope Oliver Miller's not traded there, huh? Michael around the reverse.
Jordan off to a 4-for-4 start, 9 points.
But, you know, you mentioned about the turnovers. The Bulls have 3 turnovers, and they had 2 steals. The other day in Cleveland, the Bulls had 16 turnovers, and the Cavs had 13 steals. That's a lot of steals.
Sure is. Price. Harper takes the rebound from Rodman. About 6.5 to go, first quarter. Bulls lead by 6. 5, Jordan.
Backpedaling down the floor. And you know what? Chuck Daly has seen this before. Chuck Daly was his coach also in the Dream Team.
The original Dream Team.
Yeah.
The only team I'd be worth dreaming about. Nick Anderson goes to work. Magic shot horribly last night, and they're off to a slow start from the field here tonight. Scottie Pippen. Orlando 3 of 13 shooting thus far. Rodman tried to go to Pip. I believe that was off the back.
It was. He tried to throw it underneath the Pip. You're right.
Scottie comes up with it anyway. Wennington spot up. And the Bulls continue to shoot very well. 7 of 9 from the field for Chicago. And the lead is 10 points. Double digits for the first time. Nick Anderson, quick turn on Michael. Yes, and a foul. Very good move by Nick Anderson.
Well, Nick, we talked about him in a spotlight. He certainly has improved himself, and we said he likes to post up. Here he is, go to baseline, draws a foul from Michael, knocks it in, and he's improved himself. He's in the mid-60s from the free throw line. But not tonight.
He really struggled after that finals performance against Houston when he missed a couple of crucial free throws in that series.
Oh, yeah.
It became very much a mental problem for him, but he's come along nicely.
Oh, my.
Michael for 3.
Another 3, and he hasn't missed a shot tonight. 6 for 6, and he's got 2 trays in there, Wayne. He's starting out like he did in that quarter in Cleveland. They're going to take a timeout.
Chuck Daly and the Cleveland Cavaliers. Well, the Cleveland Cavaliers the other night absorbed 18 from Jordan in the first quarter. He's got 14 in this quarter here tonight.
So if you took a look at the shots and where Michael made them from, you'd see there's a long 3. He's hit his last 6 shots. And look at red marks or misses. Ain't none.
Did you like the fact that that's a true blue chart there for Michael Jordan?
Well, he's pretty true blue to what he does every night.
Hey, the rest of the guys are what you said, 2 for 4.
Yeah.
Bulls overall 8 for 10. Magic a little crisper on this set offensively, moving the ball. Now Horace Grant. The Bo Outlaw. 7 to go on the shot clock. Outlaw comes up short. Rodman takes the rebound away from Grant. Got a foul coming up. Chuck Daly is out on the floor arguing with the official, Mark Wunderlich.
He's talking about the foul against Outlaw. Outlaws came up short, but there's a technical foul call. And we have not mentioned this tonight, and there's no reason to, except you see who's handing the ball to Michael Jordan on the free throw line. Violet Palmer. We haven't had Violet here for a while.
One of the female officials in the NBA.
He misses the freebie.
There's Violet right there in her first year as an NBA official. So Jordan's first miss from the field is from the free throw line. Chuck Daly, he's been barraged by injuries this year.
You know, Rodman's struggling here with only 2 rebounds. 2 by Wennington, 2 by Harper, 2 by Jordan. But Dennis has got 4 assists so far.
Well, the ball's going in the hoop. There aren't many rebounds to be had. Wennington blocked out of bounds by Horace Grant. Bulls are leading by 11. 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Michael slipped a bit, now collects himself. That's his first miss from the field. Rodman digs it out. Fresh shot clock for Scottie and company. Bo Outlaw knocked that out of bounds. Bulls came in 9th in the NBA in scoring at almost 97 points a game. Magic are 28th in scoring. They struggle to get points.
Oh, offensive foul by Dennis. He got locked up with Nick Anderson. Picks up his first foul.
Substitution, Derek Strong off the Orlando bench comes in for Danny Shays.
Dennis trying to get an explanation. He says, you grabbed me too.
There's Danny Shays on the bench. Under 4 minutes to go, first quarter. Bulls are leading by 11. Price. Well, the Magic Magic now have more points than they had in the first quarter, the entire first quarter last night. They had 6 points from Price and 10 in the quarter to trail by 9. Rodman tried to feed Jordan. Anderson knocked it away and ran out of real estate on the sidelines. It'll belong to Chicago with 12 to go on the shot clock.
Well, twice now Nick has denied that pass to Michael on that side. He stole it once and that time forced it out of bounds.
Anderson really enjoys playing Michael Jordan defensively.
Pep was trying to get a
Rodman left unattended out there, and he backs up for 3. Tipped by Harper.
Well, why not take the 3 if you're going to take the long 2? And Dennis puts a nice rebound up there.
You know, that's a good point. I mean, if he's going to shoot out there 20 feet, step back, you know, just another foot or so.
And he was right on the rim.
Outlaw is fouled on the way to the basket. Wennington picks it up for Dennis Rodman. Your percentage isn't good at 20 feet anyway.
Right.
So here's Charles Bo Outlaw at the line.
Boy, I don't like that. I don't like that free throw.
No, he's not a good free throw shooter. Let's pause for station identification. Johnny, you mentioned you didn't like the free throw shot of Charles Outlaw.
Look at Harper and Pippen talking to him now and say, is that your regular shot? And now it looks like Horace has a little blood on him, and Danny Shea's going to come back in here with Strong at the forward.
So they'll take care of Horace. There's Bo.
Harp giving him a little. He says, is that your regular shot?
Johnny, last night in Boston, he was 2 of 8 at the free throw line, and he was there in some crucial situations.
Yeah, he's 58%, one of the low. Now watch, he gets it.
51% in his career, and Bo splits a pair at the line on this trip. 21-11, the lead is 10 for the Bulls. Under 3 minutes to go, first quarter. Simpkins in the ball game for the Bulls. Jordan circles around the Simpkins screen.
Oh, Dennis, look at it.
Michael took it off Dennis's back, and now we've got a foul on Dickie Simpkins. Yep.
The thing's not going quite the way the Bulls would like him to go here. Michael threw the pass. Really, he threw it to Dennis. Dennis didn't see it, went off his back. Michael got it back, and then in the crowd, up and went. So the Bulls with their 4th team foul now with 2:40 to go.
There's Horace.
Watch a high screen and roll here with Price.
Yep. You've got Grant, you've got Bo Outlaw out front to set screens. See how Price is one of the best at utilizing a screen. Watch that. Oh, man, he just run Harper out in that screen. Nice delivery down low to Strong. Strong gets it back. Rodman back taps to Pippen, and the Bulls are on the move. Michael against Nick Anderson. Grant coming on the double team. Michael spins away. Nice move on the floater. 16 for Jordan. 23-11. Bulls by 12. Price again off a high screen. Anderson on Jordan. Jordan knocked it away. Harper running numbers on Price. Harper to Pippen. The finish.
Good fast break that time. Michael streaking down. Harp with the ball, lays it off to the trailer. Scottie Pippen.
Biggest lead of the night for the Bulls, 14 points. Jordan the steal.
Nick reached out to grab him, but what? Oh, look at this.
Unchallenged.
Mark Price calling the timeout with 1:20 to 27 to go. A 20-second timeout as the Bulls, Michael Jordan picks off an errant pass. Takes it on down. Goes in all the way past Mark Price. He's got 18 points. And here's the steal. Here's the steal. He comes down now, pushing the ball down. Now watch Price just sort of sidestep. Well, get out of the way. Michael lays it in.
Jordan 8 of 10 from the field. 18 points to match the 18 he had in the first quarter. See, Anderson tried to foul him and couldn't get there.
Right.
Jordan was unchallenged by Price on the drive to the bucket.
Well, we may be looking at what we like to refer to in the clubhouse, the announcers, as Astro points by Michael.
Bulls 17-5 in the last 6 minutes. Actually 5:35 if you want to be exact. Jordan had 18 points at Cleveland on Thursday night. but just 11 points the rest of the way. I have a feeling he's going to get more than 11 points the rest of the way in this one. Price watched by Harper. Back throws it away. Bo Outlaw picks it up. Backcourt violation. It'll belong to Chicago. And they'll get it at center court. On the side. Kevin Ollie coming into the game. This youngster out of UConn, a rookie, free agent, has played pretty well for Orlando down the stretch this season.
Well, he played very well, I remember, against us down there.
Yes, he did. Randy Brown to the game now for the Bulls. So Pippen, Brown, Rodman, Jordan, and Simpkins on the floor. A minute to go, first quarter. It's been all Jordan. Scott. Nicely done with the right hand off glass. He has 4. 18-point lead, Chicago. Outlaw baseline. Beat strong. Left it short, but it was fouled. Fouled by Dennis Rodman. His second personal.
Now, we've seen big leads, and a lot of times you don't like to get them in the first quarter because they usually don't last. But in this case, 18-point lead, not bad.
The Miller Genuine Draft Shoot the Bull 3-on-3 Classic returns this summer to Chicago's Grand Park. Register before April 17th. Get the opportunity to purchase Bulls playoff tickets. Now, there's a very limited supply of tickets, so don't wait. Call 312-455-4000 now for more information.
Dennis Rodman leads. You know who's enjoying this game right now? She's at Shriner Children's Hospital. Carmen Villafay. She had her surgery. She's at ICU. She's recuperating, and she has got to be just tickled that that's over, and the Bulls, her favorite team, are winning.
And her favorite guy, Michael Jordan, is having a huge night.
Absolutely.
Here comes Pippen with the scoop. Tough shot. Grant retrieves. Ollie on the run for Orlando. Oh, Randy Brown. Quick hands in the passing lane. That little flip to Derek Strong, and Brown broke up the fast break, tipping it out of bounds. 29-13. Bulls on top. 22-point. Well, less than 20 seconds now to go in this first quarter. Strong. Time winding down. 7 to go on the shot clock. Strong loses.
Michael Scotty.
Knocked out of bounds. It will belong to Chicago with .9 remaining.
Pip just missed it. They said take the ball in, and they're going to come right off of this picket fence. Steve Kerr going to come in with .9. He's coming for Dickey.
So one of the Arizona snipers, Steve Kerr, coming in looking for a three-point shot. .9 remaining in the quarter. Bulls by 16. Pippen to Michael Jordan. Oh, no. Not that time. So the first quarter comes to a close. A huge first quarter for Michael Jordan. He has buried the Magic with an 18-point first quarter performance, and the Bulls lead by 16.
Underneath. Watch this. Here they come. Michael underneath. A leaner and 2.
Start of the second quarter. Horace Grant gets the lead. His first 2 points of the night.
Yeah, he's in the scoring column.
Bulls by 14. Scottie Pippen, Ron Harper, Dickey Simpkins, Randy Brown, Scott Burrell on the floor for the Bulls. Boy, Michael versus Orlando is a mismatch so far tonight. Wouldn't go for Burrell, up over the backboard and out of play. Scott Burrell had no points, 0 for 2 from the field, 20 minutes.
Here's Nick Anderson. Now watch the double come from Horace Grant. He just gets to the wrong side as Michael sneaked under him. That was just another look at that play we showed you a minute ago. It's so nice. We got to show you again.
Brown looked like he got all ball on that. Then Harper gets called for the foul. His first. Randy reacted as if it was his foul, but that was not the case. Opening minute, second quarter. You know, the thing on Scott Burrell I was trying to mention in Cleveland the other night, no points. He played 20 minutes. He only took 2 shots in that game.
The Bulls were too busy throwing the ball away than shooting.
You mentioned they had 16 turnovers. Kevin Ollie. Horace Grant trying to set a screen. They do a lot of screen rollout high on this team. Benoit dribbling off his foot. Randy Brown there to collect. Benoit knocked it away from behind. It'll be Chicago ball. Good recovery by David Benoit. A hustle, get back, and knock that away from behind. Benoit acquired in the Ronnie Cycli deal, in which the Magic were fleeced, according to my partner Johnny Red Kerr, by the New Jersey Nets.
Yeah, I think so.
You didn't like that deal at all, did you?
No, I did not. I like Cycli. I think when he's healthy, he's going to really be something for New Jersey with that rookie
Van
Horn and Jason Williams. Gill up there, you know, Cassell. They got a nice ball club. And I love Gary Kittles.
Grant breaks up the inbound pass. Derek Strong there to collect. Kevin Ollie running the club from the point. Gerald Wilkins taken away by Randy Brown. They got him on a
technical. They got him on a technical too. He stole the ball and then he reached out and he said he swung his hand and said, "Ah, bad call." That's the same thing Bill Wennington got a technical for in Cleveland. So Brown gets a foul. The Bulls second in this quarter.
Orlando 21st in the league in free throw shooting at 72.7%. Last night they made just 16 of 29 free throw attempts in that game at Boston. Benoit makes the free throw here. Orlando as a team 4 out of 6 from the free throw line so far tonight.
Well, they've got, what do they have, more turnovers or more field goals, do you think?
I would think they have more turnovers.
Right now they do, 7-6.
Randy Brown over Kevin Ollie. Gerald Wilkins digs it out of there. Ollie on the run with Derek Strong. Strong on the drive, blocked by Pippen, but a foul. First on Scotty, third on the team already in the second quarter.
Yeah, and Strong, a pretty good free throw shooter, shooting 78%. There Scotty goes up and draws a foul, and all of a sudden they start to close it down with a couple free throws by Strong at the end of the first quarter, and then a basket by Horace Grant.
On Monday, April 13th, when the Bulls battle the Indiana Pacers, it's Sprint Yellow Pages Umbrella Night. First 10,000 fans entering the United Center will receive a Bulls umbrella. Compliments of Sprint Yellow Pages. Derek Strong makes good on a pair.
And it's an 11-point lead. Bulls had a 16-point lead going in this quarter, but things have not gone right.
Bulls haven't scored yet in the quarter. No, that's one of the things that hasn't gone right. Scottie Pippen faked the pass, takes the shot, didn't get the bounce. Derek Strong in among the trees for the rebound. There aren't many trees out there. It's a small lineup for both sides. Kevin Ollie backing Randy Brown. 10 to go on the shot clock. Grant cutting across the lane. Scott Burrell the rebound.
We'll need a basket here on this trip.
Simpkins the screen. 7 to go on the shot clock. This is Harper off the weave.
Still on the perimeter. Pip's got to take a 3.
Over Horace Grant. Batted by Burrell. Chased down by Derek Strong.
Somebody put the ball down and try to go to the basket.
That would be a novel idea from the Bulls standpoint in this second quarter. Kevin Ollie dealing on Randy Brown. Lost the handle on it, and it's going to belong to Chicago. Bo Outlaw back on. Horace Grant leaves.
Well, Tex Winter, what he likes to do is to write down the offensive plays that work for the Bulls. He's been busy in this quarter, erasing.
Yeah. Not a lot has worked for the Bulls yet. 3 minutes gone by. Second quarter.
Pip flash for a second was open underneath.
Pippen down low, has to dig it out in traffic.
5-4 on the clock.
Pippen to the right hand. Off the heel of the rim. Outlaw to Ollie. Oh, nice move. Kevin Ollie, who played 16 games with Dallas earlier this year, was also in the CBA, was second-ranked scorer in the CBA when the Magic picked him up in March.
This is happening an awful lot.
9-0 run now by Orlando.
Giving up, getting big leads, and just giving them away. In Cleveland, they had a 7-point lead, couldn't build on it.
Bulls led by 16 to start the second quarter. They lead by 9. Kevin Ollie from deep, Pippen the rebound. How about that? 0 for 5 to start the quarter. Nice feed. Burrell to Harper on the reverse. About time.
Yeah.
31-20. Bulls with an 11-point advantage. Strong clears on the block against Simpkins. Double down from Randy Brown. Simpkins unable to handle, but he was fouled on the play. It's on there with the ball. Harper and Brown, the backcourt tandem. Simpkins, Pippen, Burrell up front. Tough pass for Harper. Was kicked by Derek Strong. They will reload the shot clock.
That's the good news. Timeout called by Harper.
There hasn't been a lot of good news in the second quarter for the Bulls as of yet. They have been outscored by the Orlando Magic 7. Right.
Yeah.
You know, he doesn't look a day over 50.
You know, when you see those things at home, somebody's got to do it. And we thank Mark for his good work. Yeah, nobody else applied for that. Yes. Sorry, Mark.
It was an open competition.
Michael back in the game with Bushy.
10 to go on the shot clock. Jordan being chased. Bushler. Dennis Rodman tracks it down. Bushler on the other side. That skip pass almost stolen by Bo Outlaw. For 3. Oh, he had it right on. Derek Strong there for the rebound. Almost halfway through this second quarter. The Bulls have all of 2 points in the quarter. Kevin Ollie off the screen by Derek Strong. Bedrock clearing on the block against Burrell. To the follow-up. Rebound tipped over to Steve Kerr. Bulls do not have numbers. Kerr will pull it out, run some offense.
3 for Burrell out of the corner. Not there again.
Bo Outlaw the rebound. Kevin Ollie. Strong little stop and go on Burrell. Off the glass. Nice move. 6 now for Derek Strong. That's his first field goal of the night. And the Bulls lead is down to 9. The Bulls are fortunate the way they're playing in the second quarter that they are being chased by a team that struggles to score points. I mentioned Orlando averages just 89 points a game. 8 to go on the shot clock. Rodman to Kerr.
Somebody put it up.
Climbing down. Michael to beat the clock. The force. Dennis battling for the rebound. He's got it. A 3-attempt won't go for Burrell. The Bulls are ice cold from the floor. Kevin Ollie on the drive. No! Kick it by Burrell!
Well, Daly wants a goaltend. Burrell way up high. Hustled on back. Pip freezing like, you know, that's about the way his teammates are shooting here in this quarter. Way up high.
Wow, that was a great block.
Does he get it off the glass?
I don't think so. Nope, he does not. Kevin Ollie. Bo Outlaw. Well, we got Bushler very deep. Rodman the rebound. A lot of 1-2 and Dennis is rebounding here in the second quarter. Bushler chased by Outlaw. Rodman right back to Bushler on the reverse. Nicely done. Only the second field goal of the quarter for the Bulls. But the Magic are not taking advantage of this cold start to the second quarter by Chicago. The Bulls still the points for Orlando in this second period. Coming up on 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Holly creates.
Scoring a basket.
Yes, it will count.
Steve Kerr, yes, sir. Steve can't believe it, but Ollie comes on in, makes a contact, throws the ball up, gets his second basket.
Ollie created the contact and got the shot away. Violet Palmer gave him continuation. Ollie looking for the three-point play. And he's got it. On Saturday, April 18th, the Bulls battle the New York Knicks. It's Gatorade White Hen Mini Basketball Night. First 5,000 kids, 14 and under, enter the United Center. Receive a Bulls Mini Basketball, compliments of Gatorade and White Hen. Solid Rodman, quick movement to Bushler inside Jordan. Knocked out of there by Benoit. Goaltending is called.
You saw something flying by us over here as the ball hit Outlaw in the head. He took his glasses off and threw them over, and the trainer reached out and grabbed him. The Orlando bench now has outscored the Bulls 12-2.
Kevin Ollie almost got that one to fall. It'll belong to Chicago. Knocked out of bounds. Last touch by Benoit of Orlando.
The Bulls shot 62% in the first quarter. They're down now, what, to 41, 45.
That means they've shot pretty poorly here at the outset of this quarter. And we're not at the outset anymore, folks. It's late in the second quarter. Jordan is fouled by Gerald Wilkins, his first person.
You know, I think that's hard keeping loose. Am I getting this right? They've only got 3 fouls on them.
I got them for 3. Yeah, that's it. Wow. Jordan ducking in under. Comes up short. Derek Strong came over to help out that time. David Benoit, the open court. Somebody got a piece of it from behind. It's Bushler, and he gets called for the foul. 35-25. Orlando with just 4 field goals. But they are yet to miss from the free throw line in this second quarter. Pippen is back on. Scott Burrell leaves, and Burrell really struggled in his tour of duty offensively. 0 for 4 from the field.
You know, we said getting a big lead is okay, and you get it in the first quarter. You can almost forget it because teams come right back after you start to make some substitutions, and this team has done that. The Bulls have only scored 3 baskets in this quarter.
Magic are 6 of 6 at the free throw line in this quarter. The Bulls are leading by 8. 3 minutes to go in the quarter. Boy, the Bulls just out of sync. Pippen bumps into Kerr. Finds Scotty for 3. Kevin Ollie on the run, and the Magic are charging. They've got numbers. Gerald Wilkins wants a clear out. He goes one-on-one. He just lost the handle on it as he turned it over on the dribble. Pippen is fouled by Benoit. Got a timeout on the floor.
We could be talking a little higher than the last playoff pick, Wayne. Red.
Yeah, you're right about that. They could use him here tonight, couldn't they? 28% of the first quarter, 36 in the second. But how about the Bulls from 62 to 19? Red, what happened? Oh, did you turn down the thermostat on the offense here or what?
Boy, look at that. 3 for 16.
Somebody closed the barn door. It's getting cold in here. Pippen 1 out of 2 at the line. Benoit springs in those legs. Here is Kevin Ollie. Boy, this kid has played very well for this team the last couple of weeks. He's getting long minutes in this second quarter.
Well, you know, it just shows you the importance of the CBA.
Yeah,
having players be able to go down and work out on a regular basis and play where you can keep an eye on them. Guys that weren't drafted sometimes, and that's what you see here. As we'll put 2 on the board for David Benoit.
Under 2 minutes to go in the quarter. The Bulls have all of 7 points in this quarter. Jordan to the fall away. No, but a foul.
Gerald Wilkins.
His second.
Michael,
on the bench.
this is almost a ditto of Cleveland. 18 points in the first quarter. He's got one basket here. We got 1:53 to go. He sat out 5-6 minutes of that second quarter.
Hey fans, the Miller Genuine Draft Shoot the Bull 3-on-3 Classic is scheduled for August 1st and 2nd at Chicago's Grant Park. Check the Chicago Tribune for an entry form or pick up one at any participating Chicagoland Sport Mart store. Call 312-455-4000 now for more information. You know, Bulls sponsored in part by the Tribune, Coca-Cola, ComEd, Columbia Healthcare, Sport Mart, and AT&T.
You wonder what it's like to get 8 points in a quarter. You talk about them doing that. The Bulls have got 8 points.
Yeah,
in this quarter.
Derek Strong rebounds a miss by Wilkins. Strong looking for room, blocked by Bushler. Rodman ahead to Pippen. Bo Outlaw back quickly. Kerr tees up a three. Ring it up. Finally, the Bulls in double digits in this second quarter with 11 points. Coming up on a minute to go. Second quarter. Strong again in traffic, and this time bumped into Bushler and Rodman.
Technical foul on Dennis. It should have been a travel. He came in and Bushler, and they both had him shut off until Dennis gets a technical. The Bulls have 2 in this game. One on Randy Brown and one on Dennis Rodman. David Benoit, in a nice quarter here, steps up for the technical foul. And miss it.
That's the first free throw miss for the Magic after 6 in a row here in the second quarter. Simpkins coming on. Phil Jackson wants to get Dennis Rodman out of there, or does he? Yes, he does.
Dennis doesn't want to leave. At this stage, he's got 5 rebounds.
Orlando doing it off the bench, led by this man, Derek Strong.
He was named right, wasn't he? Look at the body on him. Derek Strong.
Strong makes good on a pair. He is 6 for 6 himself from the free throw line.
Maybe they're starting the wrong guys.
You know what? Chuck Daly after tonight may think you're right. I wonder who will start the second half with. Under a minute to go in this first half. Bushler for 3. A couple of trays by the Arizona Snipers. Kerr and now Bushler have given the Bulls some breathing room here. 43-31, a 12-point Chicago advantage. Bo Outlaw. Boy, look how deep he gets Bushler. Good defense by Judd. Simpkins the rebound. Bulls will hold for one last shot. There's about a 2-second difference. Shot clock to game clock. That's the game clock on the right. And in a moment, Skip Ellison, our director, will put the shot clock on the left. There it is. Jordan to the flip. And a tip by Simpkins. Jordan just flipped it up there, and Dickie Simpkins went and got it. 2.6 remaining. The inbounds to Kevin Ollie from near center court. Ollie pinned it between the backboard and the shot clock. How about that? I guess kind of a fitting way to end what was a struggle for both teams in this second quarter. The Bulls end up with a 16-point second quarter and lead at halftime, 45-31. Our halftime activities are just ahead on WGN. Wind up of the regular season here in Chicago against the New York Knicks. Orlando resumes offensively as we start the third quarter. Mark Price, Nick Anderson, Horace Grant, Danny Shays, Bo Outlaw. We get a traveling violation called on the Magic.
I'm just looking at this. They're 11 out of 14 for free throw line. The Bulls are 2 out of 7. Pip was 1 for 4. Michael was 1 for 3. But the Bulls were pretty good from 3-point range, making 5 of them.
struggled more and more as this season has wound down from the free throw line. But
yeah, I thought he was going to go over the top of the get to be 80. Oh, that looked like a set, like the old set shot. He turned around, put the ball over his head, and just gave a little push off.
A little bit of touch there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I'll tell you. Oh, now Harper from behind nearly took it away from Price. He clears the Shays. Bulls leading by 16. Price penetrates, gets Anderson an open look. Nick had it halfway down, wouldn't stay. Horace Grant the rebound. Here comes Anderson barreling through the lane. Left it short, didn't finish. Rodman the rebound.
Dennis with only 5 rebounds in that first half. He was hampered with a couple fouls, a technical.
Jordan finds Pippen off a Rodman screen. He just knocked Anderson to the floor. And Scotty gets the open look. He has 7 points. So the Bulls have outscored the Magic 4-0 at the outset of the third.
Well, that's a good start for Pip. He was 2 for 10 in that first half. Drains a long jumper. There's where Nick likes to be, in the post.
Over Michael. Nick Anderson with 7 points. He was just 2 of 5 from the field in that first half. I was surprised he only got 5 shots. Almost 2 minutes gone by. Third quarter. The Bulls on top by 16 over the top to Pippen. Scotty clears to Dennis Rodman. Step back to the arc. Now here's Pitt. Harper over Price. Harper on the tip, wouldn't go. Wennington grabs it. Pippen around Shays, the pull-up on Bo Outlaw. Horace Grant, the former Bull with the rebound. Former Cleveland Cavalier Mark Price. Price trying to deal on Jordan. Price, great timing on that pass. Anderson scored and a foul. Well executed play by the Orlando Magic. And it started with that man, Mark Price. Boy, excellent timing on this pass.
Beautiful pass, no look. Nick Anderson down the lane. He's got 2 baskets in his quarter, 8 points, looking for his 9th from the free throw line.
So Anderson and the Magic trailing now by 13. Anderson with 9 points in the game. Jordan with the pull-up. Michael has 25. Price gets a good look. Bo Outlaw rebounds. Anderson solo against Jordan. Hit him with the fadeaway. So Nick Anderson heating up in this third quarter. Now 11 points in the game. Harper clears to Wennington. Spot up over Shays. Bill Wennington splashes that one from 15 feet.
And the centers have been basically out of this game. Wennington's got 4 points. Danny Shays none.
They haven't played much.
They've gone to more wing play. Another pass underneath to Anderson cutting to the basket. So they've got him going back door.
Pippen picks up the foul here. So 2 team fouls now on the Bulls. And Nick Anderson has been very active on the back cut in this third quarter. Back to the free throw line.
Only guy that scored so far in this quarter.
On Saturday, April 18th, when the Bulls battle the New York Knicks, it's Gatorade White Hen Mini Basketball Night. First 5,000 kids, 14 and under, entering the United Center will receive a Bulls Mini Basketball. Compliments of Gatorade and White Hen.
9 points for Nick in this quarter. He's got 13 in the game. Bulls still have a comfortable 13-point lead.
Harper. Pippen for 3. Bring it. 10 for Scottie Pippen. Bulls lead by 16. Their biggest lead of the evening was 18 points early in the second quarter. Anderson, air ball. Danny Shays has it. Trying to force it in down low, and Wennington retrieves. Bulls Bulls on the run. Harper.
Oh, he was trying to find Michael on the corner, and it slipped right out of his hand. Michael was wide open at the 3 on the left side, wasn't he?
He sure was. Price on the screen by Grant to the baseline.
Harp.
Yep, Harper called for the foul. Just a little forearm check by Harp. Seven and a half to go, third quarter. Price open for 3.
Harp was still hollering at the official on that play, and Price just ran out, got position, and knocked the 3 down.
Price really struggled in Boston last night. 0 for 6 in the field. Here tonight, much better. Harper lost the handle, it appeared. Now Scottie Pippen. 7 to go on the shot clock. Pippen going to the rack. Was fouled. He was met by his former best friend, Horace Grant. And they talk a little trash. Grant put the body on Scottie, and first personal on Horace. 2 old friends meeting under the basket. There they go.
This is only the 6th foul on those guys. Wow. Stayed out of trouble. Pippen with 11 points now. He's got 6 in this quarter.
Scottie splits a pair. Bo Outlaw the rebound. Price sets it up. Again, Price and Anderson in the backcourt. Bo Outlaw, Horace Grant, Danny Shays on the floor for Orlando. Just under 7 minutes to go in the third. Price threw it away that time. Jordan ahead to Pippen. Combo jam.
Oh, Outlaw came like a shot. Michael stole it, threw it up in front. Pippen knocked it down.
$25 from McDonald's and Charitables every time a Bulls slam dunks in tonight's game. Bulls again by 16. Harper denies the interior feed to Grant.
Michael for a 3. Yes.
28 for Michael Jordan. Standing ovation for the Bulls. They have their biggest lead of the night. Chicago 7 of 15 from the arc, and it has fueled a 62-43 advantage. Take a look at the lead to Scottie Pippen. Watch him go to the right hand. Buggy whip jam. And you take a look at the turnover. This is the defense. They deny the interior feed. Harper with the steal away from Grant. And that sets up Michael Jordan eventually gets a look for 3. The skip pass from Pippen, and Jordan with his 3rd tray of the game. He's 3 of 4 from the arc. Meanwhile, back live, a foul on Ron Harper. It is his 4th personal. It's 4 on the team already in this quarter. And a big difference from the arc tonight in favor of the Bulls.
Offensive foul, yes, certainly. Derek Strong came down.
That is Strong's 2nd personal. Halfway through this 3rd quarter, the Bulls leading 62-43. Pippen from the arc. Anderson up high for the board. This is Mark Price. David Benoit. A lot of air into that shot. Anderson manufactures. Anderson gets it back. Anderson noticed the stat sheet. He only had 5 points at halftime. He's been very active in this 3rd quarter. Pippen is fouled as he receives the long lead pass. Price tried to tomahawk it away, and he gets called for his 1st personal foul.
Well, that's 11 points in this quarter for Nick. 15, as you said. He might have looked at the stat sheet and saw that he had 4 points. Didn't play much in the 2nd quarter, but come back in here and done a very good job.
Ron Harper circles to the lane. Wennington's open in the corner. He splashes his third of the night. Sixth for Wennington. 64-45. Once again, the Bulls on top by 19.
A lot of fans that are watching the game tonight, not in the Chicagoland area, might not know that the Bulls are without Luke Longley and without without Luke Longley and Tony Kukoc. Nick Anderson, a nice little move. 17. Bill Wennington, is this a repeat? Deja vu.
I've seen that before, haven't you? 4 from the field for Wennington. He has 8 points in the game, and the Bulls lead 66-47. Pippen on a reach-around move, knocks it away. Red, it does not appear like the Orlando Magic are going to make much of a run at the New Jersey Nets for that 8th and final playoff spot down the stretch here. Detroit had a shot a week and a half ago. They lost some tough ball games, including a tough one to the Bulls. Horace Grant hearing it from the crowd. He only has 3 points. Orlando 2 games behind Jersey, but I'm not sure they're going to be able to muster much of a run. Washington's the other team. Without Strickland, I don't think Washington will make much of a move either. Horace puts in on a pair. He has just 4 points in the game here tonight.
Mark Price had a 3. Horace has got 2 free throws, and that's it outside of Nick Anderson's offense.
Third quarter, Bulls on top 66-49. Jordan against Anderson. Got him in the air. Little contact, no foul. Rebound batted over to Michael. Jordan double team, gives it up to Rodman. No look. Wennington just short that time. Dennis over the back of Benoit on the foul. Rodman's 4th. Let's pause for station identification.
This is America's #1 sports station, WGN, Chicago.
Here's a look at Dennis Rodman. 4 personal fouls on Dennis. If you're wondering about Rodman and the rebounding, 7 rebounds so far, but 5 assists in the ball game for Dennis.
Have put the Magic in a penalty in each quarter now.
At the Chicago Bulls' first home playoff game, it's the Chicago Sun-Times Fan Hand Night. First 10,000 fans entering the United Center receive a Chicago Bulls fan hand, courtesy of the Chicago Sun-Times. Benoit gets to the tiptoes, releases that shot, and he has not missed from the free throw line yet. 7 points for Benoit, and the Bulls lead is down to 15. Just under 4 minutes to go, third quarter. Skip past Wennington. Jordan tees up a 3. Benoit the rebound. Grant trying to set a high screen. Price acceleration right back to Horace. Mark Price now inside on Harper, threw it away. Tried too fancy a pass to Derek Strong. Jordan intercepts. Michael down the lane.
All the way. Michael beautifully reading Mark Price. And Scotty kept switching with Bill Wennington over. I'll take the guy setting the screen so Michael and Scotty could work defensively.
Good point. And it worked to perfection that time. Benoit, tough shot, left it short. Benoit fouled Jordan reaching in. Timeout called on the floor. Benoit picks up his 2nd personal, only the 3rd on the team. Michael Jordan more than his average already here tonight. Jordan all the way driving the bus down the lane. He's got 30 and the Bulls a big lead.
I talked to Rich King on Bullseye. We talked about Bill Wennington being able to spot up and hit that jumper, and that's just what he does. He got 14 points in a start a week ago Sunday in Houston. So Bill making a drive for that playoff spot. He was off the team last year, wasn't he?
Yes, he was.
And he'd be looking forward.
Brown on the move. Pass to Jordan. Michael, good hands on the catch and the turn. Nope. David Benoit, the rebound. Bulls lead 68-51 at the United Center in Chicago in the final 2.5 minutes of this third quarter. Benoit. Anderson trying to post down low. Trying to go right back to Benoit. Or Kevin Ollie on the drive through the lane, but Jordan able to intercept. Now Michael directs traffic.
Joe Klein getting a little.
He's fresh off the injured list, yeah. Jordan left it short. Kevin Ollie just reported on. Ollie and Anderson in the backcourt, then Benoit strong and Grant up front. All three big men outside. And here comes Benoit. Anderson knifes in. Joe Klein can't find the handle. Horace Grant can't make it. I thought there was a lid over that bucket for a minute there until Grant put it in. Only a second for the field. He has 6 points.
Boy, he had enough shots in it, didn't they? Just kept pumping it up, pumping it up.
How did Joe Klein not get that rebound? That's the question. He was all over. Just couldn't find the handle. 10 to go on the shot clock. Skip pass Burrell. Nicely done. Two-pointer by Scott Burrell. His first points of the game.
Michael needed 2 assists. Didn't he, to get to 5,000? That was his second assist of the night.
Burrell. Pippen. Here's Jordan. Held by Grant. Won't go, but a foul.
So Horace picks up the foul, trying to slow Michael down.
And Red, you were right on it. Michael had just picked up his 5,000th career assist. And he heads to the free throw line.
Congratulations to WGN cameraman Mark Borenstein and wife Paula on the birth of their daughter, Tyler Michelle, born in March.
Tyler Michelle. Nice name.
Yeah. Hey, and a happy birthday along to a guy named John G. Kerr II. My grandson enjoying the game here tonight.
Yeah, he's here tonight.
Yeah, there's Michael. 13 out of 22 from the field. He misses the free throw. Struggling with that free throw.
He is just a bit.
Well, it's funny. They shot left-handed and missed everything. He missed it by 2 feet, and Horace is laughing at him. Horace is just laughing all the way down.
Michael's not happy with himself. I know there's a little snicker on his face there. But
I think Horace said, I bet you can't make it left-handed. Michael shot it left-handed and missed by 2 feet to the right.
Michael just 1 for 5 from the free throw line tonight.
Chuck Buchler now gets a job of trying to check Anderson.
Anderson fouled by Brown, who was helping out on the play. Now, in Orlando, Michael did this. He was missing free throws. He said, well, I was missing them right-handed. I just as soon shoot left-handed. And he made it down in Orlando. But here tonight, boy, he missed terribly there. I don't think he's too happy with himself right now.
No.
To be honest with you. I think he's pretty ticked off. If I can draw this analogy, Red.
Yes.
It's kind of like when you pull that drive out of bounds on the left side. You know what I mean? At 18?
Oh, yeah.
That gets you mad.
I don't play those courses. That out of bounds.
I play a lot of them out of bounds.
Oh, you have to declare it. I think you keep hitting balls so you didn't have any left. I've done that.
Bulls leading by 17. Under a minute to go in this third quarter.
Look at a jam up in that right corner. They were trying to spread the floor and never got spread. These Pips got to shoot a 3.
Grant and Ollie knocked each other off the play. Ollie able to collect. Anderson on the run. Off balance in the lane. Anderson getting off a lot of shots in this third quarter.
Joe, you got a 3? No, he's got a 2. Oh, man. Joe missed that one wide right like Michael missed the left-handed free throw. 1 second
remaining. Randy Brown as time expires in this third quarter. 3 quarters in the books. The Bulls leading Chuck Daly and the Orlando Magic 70-53. And the action down low, banging away out of Joe Klein and company. And finally, Horace Grant. Is there a lid on that bucket? No, he bangs it in. 5:22 to take the 70-53 lead heading into the fourth quarter. Let's take a look at tonight's game stats brought to you by AT&T. It's all within your reach. 3-point field goals, big for the Bulls, 7 of them. Jordan, game high 30 points. Anderson, 17 points, 13 of which came in that third quarter for Orlando. 13 of the 22 Magic points.
And the big thing for the Bulls is they've only turned the ball over 6 times. They protected it very well.
Randy Brown. His first 2 points of the night. Bulls enjoyed a 19-point lead once again. Strong trying to clear on the block. Derek Strong against Joe Klein. Up and under move. Klein appeared to block it, but Violet Palmer's got him for the foul. Joe thought he got the ball. Kerr, let me ask you something here. In terms of the playoff situation, if you've got, again, Weddington, Klein, and Simpkins going for the final 2 spots on the roster, when you're talking about matching up against big men, can Dickie Simpkins give you what you need on a part-time basis in the middle if you have to go with a matchup against a Mutombo or somebody like that?
He could, because if you got to figure if you've got Luke back and you've got Bill Weddington going in there, yeah, you could do that. Dennis with only his 8th rebound in today's game.
Derek Strong missed a pair at the line. Opening minute, fourth quarter. Joe Klein. Oh, to Randy Brown. Too much traffic. Knocked out of bounds by Kevin Ollie. It'll belong to Chicago.
Too tough a pass in that situation. Yep. It's got to be just perfect.
I don't know if you could have threaded that. Then a step back 3. Kevin Ollie leads the Magic road. Ollie on the penetration. Boy, nicely done. He switched to the right hand from the left. He has 7 points. He had to play more already. I'd play that kid a lot more than they're playing.
Well, I think what they're going to do is to play in Dennison another 3. One more of those, and you may see Phil say, uh-oh, I got to get him out of there.
Ollie running the break to Horace Grant for the finish. 8 for Horace. 72-57 Chicago. It's a 15-point ball game. Joe Klein against Derek Strong. Lost the handle on it. Got a 3-second violation called. I believe it was called on Joe Klein.
Well, you know, the Bulls lately, when they taper off, they do it like a stock market drop. 93 points. You know, they go right down.
Yeah, it's a 100-point drop. Yeah. That's the way they go. That's a good analogy, but it's true. And then they get hot again. Yeah. Anderson back to Pippen to the follow-up. Nicely done. Nick Anderson now with 19 points. When we were down in Orlando a couple of weeks ago, Nick Anderson was coming off the injured list, and he came off specifically to play the Bulls. Joe Klein a little late with that pass to Scotty. Pippen able to reload. Rodman back to Bushler. Good move. And the bucket. Made that move around Gerald Wilkins. And Judd Bushler now at 7. Bulls by 15. Randy Brown on a reach. His 3rd. A little over 9 minutes to go in this one. The Bulls trying for their 60th win of the season and a victory that would clinch home floor advantage throughout the Eastern Conference playoffs. Ollie with a pirouette in the lane, missed on the scoop. Brown on the run for Chicago. Hits Joe Klein running the post lane. You know, on a break, it's amazing to me, John, in this league, how often that post lane straight down the middle is open on the fast break if a big guy just gets there. Here's Ali. It's a two-pointer from the outside. He has 9. Yes. I was thinking the same thing. 15-point lead, Chicago. Randy Brown left Kevin Ollie in his dust, but didn't finish. Back tap to Nick Anderson, ahead to Kevin Ollie. His pull-up. Derek Strong rebounds it. Ollie to Horace Grant. Ollie dives the lane, blocked by Bushler. Foul coming up. Fouls on Joe Klein. His second.
Now watch Joe running. He's slowed down here. Now he's going to run. He's run, hesitate, comes right down. He's a little trailer. Sometimes you have to do that. Go as a trailer, not run even with the player. If he's ahead of you, just sort of trail down, and then you make the extra burst.
You know, the team that used to run that really well was Boston with Dave Cowens on the trail, and they used to call it their secondary break. And he got a lot of points on breaks that way. Havlicek would dump it back to him.
I didn't really call it, but we used to just holler trailer, trailer as you came down the floor.
Trailer, we go to U-Haul. Get a trailer for you. Brown finds Bushler for 2. A deep 2 by Judd Bushler. He has 9 points now in the game. Having a pretty good night off the bench. 4 of 5 shooting for Judd Bushler. He missed his first shot. He's made his next 4. 78-62 Bulls. Pippen denies the feed to Anderson. Saved by Ollie to Horace Grant. Now Kevin Ollie resets the offense. 5 to go on the shot clock. Time winding down. Anderson a hustle 3. Kevin Ollie and Horace Grant. Grant puts it back. The Magic have not seen enough of that from Horace Grant here tonight. He has 10 points in the game. Bulls lead by 14. Pippen turns.
3 seconds.
Took a little bit too long to develop, and the Bulls called for the turnover. Just under 7 minutes left to go.
Nick spins down. Scotty stays with him. He forces Nick to go out and take a 3 just to beat the clock. Look at it. Good defense. There it is. Now he's going to come down. He's got to take a hustle 3, and Scotty did his job.
Yes, he did. Kevin Ollie sets it up for Orlando. Ollie on the drive to the lane. Derek Strong rebounds and puts it back. Strong with 10. Orlando back to within 12. Steve Kerr on the screen by Morrell. Steals it away. Anderson on the intercept. Ollie on the run. Anderson. Here's Horace Grant over Bushler. Rodman the rebound.
That's Dennis's 10th rebound. So with about 6 minutes to go, the Bulls nursing a 12-point lead.
Joe Klein looking for a cutter. 4 to go on the shot clock. Morrell for 3. Nope. Anderson retrieves. Kevin Ollie running the attack again for Orlando.
Harold Wilkins used to be pretty effective from there. Now about a 22% shooter for 3.
Wilkins gets down low to the reverse.
Yes. And Michael, you better put your shoes back on.
I don't think they better put ice on those knees yet. 5.5 to go in this one. It's a 10-point lead, Chicago. Joe Klein. Here's Judd Bushler. The scoop down the lane off the heel of the rim. Anderson ahead, Kevin Ollie. Horace Grant on the trail. Now Ollie sets it. Grant takes Rodman off the dribble. Foul coming up. Would be number 5 on Dennis. Scottie Pippen Pippen looking on from the bench. Michael Jordan looking on from the bench. And now he gets up. He's coming back in. Well, we've got a timeout called on the floor. It's not over yet. 5:04 left to go. Horace Grant and the Orlando man out. It's a second technical foul on Dennis Rodman.
Now he is just leaving now.
And this is live.
They had to come out with a couple escorts here to take him out. Jordan is back in the game. Now this would be tragic tonight. Utah loses at Minnesota. The Bulls can pick up the game, and Horace Grant misses the technical.
Here's tonight's highlight game brought to you by Miller Lite. To remind you anything can happen at Miller time, and it is the Minnesota Timberwolves over the Utah Jazz, 110-103. So Utah now with 19 losses. The Bulls sitting there with 18 losses. And now Horace Grant will shoot the free throws.
Only because he was shooting 3 free throws did they let him shoot the technical. He's not the best free throw shooter out there. There's probably 3 guys better than him out there.
Yeah,
so now
there's about 66.5% from the line.
Yeah.
And Orlando is back to within 9 now.
Chuck Daly hasn't broken a sweat yet, has he?
No,
sitting there.
Chuck Daly's seen this before, you know it?
He got his 600th win the other day.
Yeah, he did.
Wow.
603 and 418 in his Hall of Fame career. Tremendous coach, Chuck Daly.
16-8 in this quarter. Orlando's outscored the Bulls, and depending on what Horace misses that one. There's a foul over the top now by Strong, and that's their first foul of the game.
First foul of the quarter, you mean?
I mean, first foul of the quarter, yes.
If it was the game, Red, we really have a story. But yes, indeed, Derek Strong commits the foul, and the Bulls get it back. So let's set the lineup for Chicago. Kerr and Jordan, then Pippen, Buechler, and Burrell on the floor for Chicago. Small but quick. Pippen just inside the arc. Rebound back tap by Jordan. Kevin Ollie is there. Boy, he's played well in the second half.
They should go down now to Nick Anderson. Michael's on Nick. Let's see what happens if they do.
Ollie against Kerr. Takes him off the dribble. Trying to get it to Derek Strong. Tough pass.
Oh, man, he went right in where everybody was standing in that painted area.
Buechler, bullet delivery.
Big basket by Burrell. His second. Nice pass out of the corner by Buechler, who normally takes that shot, takes that three.
That was a bullet delivery. 80-69 Bulls by 11.
Nick and Michael over the top.
Burrell rotating from behind, and it was last touched on the play by Orlando's Nick Anderson. Watch this moments ago.
There's the pass you're talking about. There it is, in beautiful. You see Judd get a little as he fired that one through.
Under 4 minutes to go in the game. Bulls by 11. Michael against Gerald Wilkins. Where's the double team coming from? It didn't precipitate. Wilkins on the foul. Jordan the lay-in, and the Bulls now have a 13-point lead.
Wilkins is saying, I got him way out where it was in the ball taken out of on the sideline, but you give it to Mike. He's got 52.
On Monday, April 13th, when the Bulls battle the Indiana Pacers, it's Sprint Yellow Pages Umbrella Night. First 10,000 fans entering the United Center will receive a Bulls umbrella. Compliments of Sprint Yellow Pages. Michael unable to connect on the three-point play. Wow, he has really struggled from the free throw line as we've been documenting. He's now 1 for 6 from there.
Missed his last 4. Missed the technical. What is he? Yeah, right. Wow.
Kevin Ollie. To Strong against Burrell. Pippen on the double team. Strong turns away. Well for Derek Strong. 82-71. Magic won't go away. Coming up on 3 minutes to go for the game. They cleared it out for Michael. He's fouled early this time by Wilkins. 4th on Gerald Wilkins. Only the 3rd on the team.
If that name sounds familiar to you, some of you young fans, his brother Dominic led the league in scoring a couple times before Michael did.
Well, Gerald and Dominique are the highest scoring brother tandem in the history of the NBA.
Well, how about me and Steve?
No, you're not brothers.
Oh, okay.
You're brothers.
No,
in
a lot of people
spirit only.
A lot of people think that. Somebody just said that he had a big argument with her husband. He says, well, if he wasn't his father, he would have said so on a broadcast. I'm saying right now, I'm not related to Steve.
Okay.
We both have,
but you do get
Irish parentage or heritage.
You do get a lot of his messages in hotel rooms on the road.
Yes, and much better than mine.
7 to go in the shot clock now for the Bulls. Here's Kerr on the run. Burrell.
Good play.
Lost the handle on it. Was knocked out of bounds by Horace Grant. It'll be Bulls ball with 1 second to go on the shot clock.
That ended up as a good play. It slipped. Well, we'll see if it's a good play. There's 1 second on the clock. Pip's going to take it in and see if Michael can catch and fire.
Michael's got a big screen at the free throw line there if he wants it.
20-second timeout called by the Bulls.
They really had clustered at the foul line, and let's see what Phil wants to run here in a moment.
Kerr or Bushler. No, Burrell is the one that's going to break behind this group, but Horace Grant now goes back to defend that pass.
Almost all the movement will happen before the ball.
There goes Burrell.
There it is. Over the top to Michael to catch and shoot.
No, not in time.
Shot clock violation, Chicago. 82-71 Magic basketball, and this may be their last call. If they're going to make a run, it better be now. Orlando at 39 and 39, 2 games behind New Jersey for the 8th and final playoff spot. Anderson double team down low. Gerald Wilkins. Wilkins on the drive through the lane, got fouled on the way to the bucket.
Scottie Pippen.
Penalty situation as the Bulls are over the limit. Gerald Wilkins heading to the free throw line.
Dennis didn't score in the game. He had 10 rebounds, 6 assists. He was very active in the offense.
Wilkins with another one upcoming.
The Bulls are, what have I got? 3 for 12 from the free throw line, and they're 21 for 31. Wow.
That's how they've gotten back into the game. Wilkins 2 for 2, 4 points for Gerald Wilkins. 82-73, a 9-point lead, Chicago. Coming up on 2 minutes to go in the game. Jordan on the drive to the scoop, and he was bumped on the play. Michael scored 18 of his 32 points in the first quarter. And he's back to the free throw line.
Bulls have been just miserable from there. I looked at this 3 times now. It's 3 for 12. It's not me. I guess it's the.
And Michael is 1 for 6.
Pip is 2. There you go. Pip is 2 for 6. Michael. Wow.
Wow, some disparity there.
Yeah.
Michael hits a pair. Back to normal, I guess. He has 34 points. Back to normal, I hope.
Well, the good news now, Wayne, is right now 2 minutes.
Orlando trailing Chicago by 11. Kevin Ollie trying to manufacture there, nothing to be had. Michael Jordan and the Bulls look for a nail in the coffin. Jordan on the drive. Rejected and off of Michael's head out of play. You're right. .84-73. Crowd wanted a foul called on that play, but no foul made. Violet Palmer was in perfect position to see the play, too.
Well, the Bulls are down.
Anderson.
I thought that was a 3.
Nope. That was a 2. 21 for Anderson. 9-point lead, Chicago. Under a minute 30 to go for the game.
Well, the Bulls are down to their, after this game, 4 more games.
And again, the big news tonight, Utah lost at Minnesota. Burrell hits the side of the rim. Horace Grant's got the rebound. Foul committed on the play, either by Pippen or Jordan reaching in. It's going to be Michael. His second personal. And again, Utah losing at Minnesota. And they now have 19 losses on the season. The Bulls are sitting there with 18. New Jersey leading Milwaukee 84-82. That would put Chuck Daly and company 3 full games behind in the race for the 8th and final playoff spot. I look at the Washington Bullets as a team without Rod Strickland. Red, I don't think they can get to the playoffs in this final week of the season.
I don't think so either.
They are also in the hunt, but only mathematically. Morris splits a pair at the line. 84-76 Chicago. Coming up on a minute left to go. Jordan slips and is fouled as he collects himself. Foul is on Horace Grant. It is his 3rd.
Yeah.
Jordan back at the free throw line, where hopefully he's regained his stroke. He made his last 2.
Nope, missed that one.
I guess not.
Wow.
Wow. 3 for 9.
Let's get it out of the system tonight.
Yes. Final minute of play. Bulls leading by 9. Give the Magic some credit. They got down big in this second half, down by 19. They at least made a game of it. Strong.
Yes, very strong. 14 points. 38 seconds left here, and they have made a game out of it. Miserable first quarter, only 13 points. They were down by 16.
And they're playing the second half of a back-to-back. They lost in overtime at Boston last night. 8 to go on the shot clock. Kerr finds Jordan. Down to 5. Michael off glass. 37 for Jordan. I think that's the dagger.
And those 2 might have locked up his scoring championship.
I think so. Final seconds. Gerald Wilkins, Burrell rebounds, and this one is history. Chicago Bulls with an 87-78 victory over the Orlando Magic, win their 60th game of the season. They have clinched the home floor in the Eastern Conference playoffs. They're 36-3 at home and have the best record in the NBA as Utah lost at Minnesota tonight. We'll be back to put a wrap on it after these messages.